Hello everyone, my name is Don Petrancic, and I want to be the new HD... Oh shoot. Cut. I don't know how to edit this. Okay, take two. Hello everyone, my name is Don Petrancic, and I'm here to be HGTV's next Armchair Designer. What I want to talk to you about today is just give you an idea of what my design aesthetic is, and before that I'll tell you where it started from. I think it started from, if I had to guess, aside from being gay and just wanting to redecorate my room every chance I get, or had, there was something in grade school where every month we would have our desk assignments changed. And usually the teacher would create the seating chart. But around 7th grade, I started thinking, like, this teacher's layouts are stale, and P.S. I want to sit next to all my friends, and the way they're doing this is just not working for me. So I started submitting layouts of desks, like 4 squares or 6 squares, or just like whatever the situation was. And like from that point on, I became like the go-to person for like space design layout for the classroom. And so like it just became a part of what I was interested in. Like I assess a room and I'm like, does this work? Does that really work? I don't think so. So anyway, that is where I think my design aesthetic was like born. Like my desire to just kind of look at or change things that I've seen in rooms or whatnot. And also, formerly I was an event planner, and just having to set up a room for events like holiday parties or weddings or fundraisers, you get a sense of like what works for people and what they respond to. As far as my home is concerned, my friend called it classic contemporary. I never really had a name for it, so I'm just going to show it to you, and then you could say what it is, and I'll probably just agree with you, because I'm not an interior designer. But here's the thing, and I'm not sure if I want to become one, but the thing is that like I've gotten this huge interest in it, like designing vicariously just by watching all these HGTV shows. And like you might think that this is an odd outfit, pan down, to where, as you could tell, I'm doing this all on my own. But I was just like, I need to submit this really quickly, and I just don't want to take the chance on missing out on it. So I just got back from a hike, and I may not look all that great, but here's like my full body shot. Legs. Oh, am I doing this right? Oh shoot. Okay, so anyway, now you know what I wear when I go hiking. And I'm looking into a mirror right now to see what this is actually looking like. Okay, so so I live in an apartment I don't own, which has its challenges, right? Because you can't like change anything that the landlord doesn't want you to change. For example, this crappy carpeting, like, and there's stains on it, and the landlord is like, no, you can't pull up the carpeting because there's hardwood floors under there, and you're on the 2nd floor, and the downstairs neighbors will be like, you're too loud, which is dumb, because originally I'm from Chicago, and it's like all of those beautiful old buildings just have hardwood floors, and it doesn't matter whether you're on the 1st floor or the 3rd floor or the 10th floor, everybody has hardwood floors, and you like learn to deal with it. Anyway, so that I want to point that out, that this main carpet is not my option. The other things that I want to point out are these 2 light fixtures that I kind of changed on my own accord. They don't look really great, but again, since I'm only renting, I just kind of did like this makeshift kind of situation. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this around, and then we're gonna go from my front door, and then I'm just gonna show you the apartment, and I'm gonna talk, and hopefully you'll get the audio on this. Okay, so here is the front door, and ooh, it's kind of dark. So here is my, like, here's the door. It's like, I'm gonna back up here. It's like, oh, here's my apartment, and then Like here's a little foyer that I painted. So I decided to paint this like Restoration Hardware blue. And behind here is a closet. But I just didn't want to paint those doors, right? And I didn't want it to stand out like that. So I decided to put these little IKEA things in front of it. It looks good, right? And then like this is a mirror, obviously, to kind of just reflect some light, and you know, just something to fill up the dead space in the mirror. But here's the thing, like this is just like a regular flat square light. It looks like that. Oops. Oh, shoot. See that square on the ceiling? That's what all the overhead lights are. And I work for a food magazine, and we do photo shoots, and this light fixture was left over from a photo shoot, so they gave it to me, and I was like, oh my god, I'll totally take it. Oh, I'm looking at the time and I'm running out. Okay, so here is that awful carpet I was telling you about. Here's a little water feature which I would plug in, but I don't think the water is coming out these days. And here's my living room. You walk in, and I can give you some shots of it. Like here's probably what you were seeing when I was being recorded. My sofa and little sofa table behind it, and one of my favorite pictures because I dance. And here's a window. You can see the light coming behind it. I put the curtains taller, all the way floor to ceiling, to make the window look bigger, but you could see by the way the light's coming in that they're not terribly big. This little trick I learned. And then here is the other side, like if you're sitting on the sofa. And, you know, just kind of that situation. And then here is the armoire. Whoa, I'm going to close this. With the TV in it. Right? So you got that. That used to be like a honey brown, but then I painted it. Here's a dining room. Here's the other lighting fixture that I put in. Oh, so here's the thing. You just take the light bulb out, and then you screw this thing in where the light plugs in, and then I put a medallion over it to cover it. And here's the window treatments. And here's my bedroom. Whoa, it's not too light. Oh, crumb. Oh, and my laundry wraps. I just want to make sure I get this on film. So I did another floor to ceiling with white curtains and just gray walls, and we're running out of time, but here's, oh gosh, I should have taken all these shirts off. I'm so sorry. There's a valet, and every well-dressed man has a valet. So this is my room, and as you could tell, I'm not a cameraman. Oh my gosh, my hair looks kind of crappy. Okay, please consider me Don Petrancic, HGTV's next armchair designer.